Jupiter Boys! Is it recording?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jupiter Boys. Wow, you just did a Jupiter Boys intro.
Yes.
I've been using Robot Lady for weeks.
Yeah. And listeners have come to expect Robot Lady, but not today, good listener.
Okay, well, there you go. No Robot Lady today.
Do you know what episode it is today?
It is episode 100.
And what did we do that was special?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. But Crisp 120.
Because we're...
Crisp 120? No, Crisp 150. Yeah. Crisp 150 is when we're going to do something special. So just hold off for 50 episodes. I know you can.
Yeah, because you've made it this far.
You've made it this far.
And like with very little validation or anything good to come to expect from us.
Oh, we haven't gotten more listeners over time. We just kind of stayed stagnant, and I love it.
Yeah, we have a loyal, devoted, small little band of
3 people
of following.
3 people.
No, not even that bad. It's like we get some downloads, but just not very many.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
You know, that's how we do. That's how we do here.
That's how we do it at the Jupiter Boys, and we flip a coin to see who goes first in the topic choosing. If you didn't get that from the intro, we're 2 brothers. We get together, we talk about topics. We're from Jupiter.
Yeah, you've heard the boilerplate shit before.
You've read the wiki.
Yeah,
you know.
You've read the. If somebody ever makes a wiki of this, I'm going to be very upset.
Well, because it'll be full of inaccuracies.
Exactly. Like it'll
so
expose my terrible storytelling. All right, Quinn, Radiotopia sign or and by the way, we're not affiliated with Radiotopia at all. We just flip a Radiotopia coin. Radiotopia or logo side?
Logo, please.
Okay. It's the logo.
Okay, so I'm going to peruse my phone for a topic because I have one. It's just written down.
Okay.
So
I'll just fill in the dead air here by saying that Quinn is sitting there in some dried blood colored pants.
Mm-hmm. That would describe that color.
That would be the color I would say they remind me most of is dried blood. And he's also got a hoodie with it's sort of a dark, I think black with light gray trim and
That's
zippers. Right. Yeah. And Quinn, do you have the topic now?
I do.
Okay, thank God, because that was unbearable.
You describing how I look?
Yes. It was hard for me to look at you. It was like the vision of a blinding thousand suns.
Well, yeah, that's I'm cocooning, so that's what happens when that happens.
Have a coin.
Oh God, fuck you.
Okay. Anyway.
Ow. Got me right in the knee. I didn't mean to say fuck you earlier, by the way.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. I get it.
So, I've heard a recent saying, or not really a recent saying, but I heard the saying, "There's more than 9 ways to skin a cat."
Okay.
Something like that.
More than one way to skin a cat.
More than one way, and the
They've
answer
got
is
9 lives.
yes. They've got 9 lives. So cats have 9 lives. So you can kill them You can kill them 8 times. They'll be fine.
Right.
The 9th time you kill them, it's like a curse.
It puts
Schrodinger's cat. Okay. So think of all the shit, like all the weird sayings and expressions that come from cats, and like,
right.
Are we just living in a world where people are murdering cats by the millions and we just don't realize it because there's so many fucking cats?
Okay.
Because
that was a weird jump to take.
But think about it though. Play with me in this space.
Play with me.
Come play with me in this space and see, like, just think about it for a sec.
So, your
my theory
assessment
could be off.
of the cat thing,
yes,
is that essentially humans have been telling stories and creating cultural pieces of, rhymes and sayings and experiments in, I guess, quantum physics that relate to us murdering cats, and therefore there's a secret organization of humans who are wiping out cats like crazy.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the cat killing society. We're trying to get a better name. Kyle's getting on it next week, right, Kyle?
We were called Cat Killers. We found out that a band in Sacramento already had that name, and they were trying to sue us.
We were so bummed because we've been around for thousands of years. There's so many expressions.
We sent Jerry to get the copyright thing, and he was supposed to have done it, but then he got laid off, and
yeah,
it was just one of those things,
It happens.
So essentially there's thousands of cats being killed.
Be killed every year. I think that one's a little far to stretch, but I'm saying, like, why do we treat our cats like this? Like, they're going to rise up eventually. It's going to be Planet of the Cats.
In Neil Gaiman's Sandman, the first volume, there's one whole comic that's about like this cat whose kittens are like drowned because she has kittens. Like that's what they used to do, right?
They used to do that,
and
in, like,
so
farms
she
and
like
stuff.
decides that she's going to like travel to the dream world to like talk to the Sandman to entreat her to like. I think like there's like a story that at some point in history, cats were enormous and humans were like regular sized.
That's cool.
And then like humans were like the slaves and feeding toys of cats, and like over thousands of years like the roles got reversed because humans were able to dream and organize, like dream together,
Yeah, that's cool.
and they dreamed of like a time when they could like destroy the cats.
That's rad.
And yeah, so like maybe we have been cruel to these cats for this long because
And they're going to rise up because, like, think about
yeah,
all the cats
like Rise
that
of
they
the
got
Planet
on.
of the Apes doesn't freak me out so much as Rise of the Planet of the Cats.
Rise of the Planet of the Cats. First of all, you got house cats. You ever tried fucking with a house cat? Like,
They're
you ever
psychos.
tried fucking with a house cat that's angry? It will, like, leap right at your face.
Hold on, I'm just gonna ask: do you fuck with house cats a lot?
I've fucked with some house cats, but not in like a mean way. I just come across them and then like had to fight my way out because they like you come across the wrong cat and you're like, oh shit, and it's like the Peter Griffin. It's like that classic Family Guy gag
So
where Peter
random.
Griffin fights the guy in the chicken outfit, but it's like that with a cat. Seriously,
Okay.
like they just leap right at my face, and you gotta punch. You gotta punch or get scratched pretty bad.
Right.
And a house cat can fuck you up real good.
Oh yeah, they've got claws, they got teeth, they got all that shit.
Like, dogs. I've never come across a dog that didn't really like me too much. Actually come across only one in my life.
Really?
Yeah. And so I'm okay with dogs. But cats, they're fucking scary and unpredictable, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And think about like a cat. Think about the species of
Like,
cats.
they don't
there
give
are.
any fucks about anything or anyone.
Like jaguars and tigers. Imagine those being on their side during War of the Planet of the Caps. Caps, not caps. Cats, not cats. Caps.
Are you having a stroke, or should
Yeah.
I like call an ambulance?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be fine
All right,
with a water. I don't have any water. My
I don't-
mouth is dry.
I don't either. And like I did bring water, and I just don't know what happened to it.
Clearly, Sandman took it. I don't know how he works or how his powers work. I need to read that book, but
Yeah, it's pretty good. You should get it at the library. It's pretty.
I don't have a library card, so
You can
can't
do
do
that.
it.
That's good radio.
Thanks for yawning in the middle of my podcast or my topic.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm tired, and also cats. Cats. They are four-legged. They're fast as shit. They've got
unpredictable.
fangs. They've got claws. They don't care about human life.
We fucking write so many songs
They're
and sayings.
Predators. We know that they're shitheads, and like some people just like that. I don't trust people with cats in some ways because like they like see the assholes of the animal kingdom and they're like, I want that to live in my house. You know,
I
like,
want that fucking with me every day.
yeah. I kind of like that thing doesn't like me at all. You know, like
Him? He's just a cat. Don't worry about him. He will mind his own business and you'll mind your own. And as long as you don't look at him the wrong way or be around him, he
Yeah.
won't attack you.
yeah,
You're good.
exactly. He may at some point just decide to destroy your eyes.
He will shit on your face.
Yeah.
I don't know why he does it. He's projectile shits into somebody else's face. And it's
Okay, let's be fair about cats. I don't know if any cat has ever projectile shitted into another space.
you ever seen a cat projectile shit?
No, no, I haven't.
Good, because neither have I. And now we've both just redeemed ourselves a
But you know
little bit
what?
onto
6
this
people
podcast.
listening just like went to Google browsers and typed like cat projectile shitting, and guaranteed they found something.
It's probably pretty funny because
Yeah.
cats already stick up their tail when they poop, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, but they like sort of they hunker down.
They hunker down, but sometimes they're just like "fuck you."
Yeah, that would be funny.
Like a tiger just like
Well, I know that they do that with piss. Like they'll
Oh, yeah.
they'll piss all over something or somebody. They're just like, nope, fuck you.
Fuck
this is
you.
mine. Yeah,
cats don't care.
cats don't give any fucks, and like they're like one of the few animals that like aren't really domesticated. Because I think like a sign of domestication is like if you put it out into the wild, it could not survive. Like that's sort of what
Yeah.
domesticated means. And like cats
Cats
aren't
can
like
survive.
that. They literally can just survive like anywhere.
Yeah, like
I
even
mean,
if you
like,
don't
it's
raise a
hard.
cat, even if you don't raise a cat to be an outdoor cat, you stick a cat outdoor. It's been indoors
It's
for
gonna
too long.
figure it
It's,
out.
it's gonna be like, oh shit, I can kill this thing.
Yeah.
I can eat that.
Well, maybe if, like it depends, I guess, how old. But like if you put it out like from birth,
Oh yeah,
it would figure it out.
yeah,
If it didn't get killed, it would survive.
yeah,
Which is sort of a redundant statement, but
yeah. But like a lot of animals are like that, like turtles, like sea turtles. If they when they don't get killed, they survive a long ass fucking time. Because like a lot of predators can't get at the sea turtles because they got big ass backs and like big ass shells.
Yeah.
And the only thing they can reach is their head, and they usually just don't fuck with them because they're like, oh whatever, it's just sea turtles.
yeah, they just
But-
tuck their heads in.
The problem facing sea turtles is that they the lights in a lot of cities are drawing the baby sea turtles to the actual lights.
Okay.
And so a lot of sea turtles are dying because they can't get to the water. If the sea turtles could get to the water, they'd be fine.
Right.
But the thing is, they're going to the cities and like getting like sold and shit too because like people find them in their like sewers and shit. It's crazy. This is in Japan, I believe.
That was a lot of information that came at me real quick, real fast.
Yeah.
And I feel poorly about it.
Jad, Robert, Radiolab.
We're looking at sea turtles and how they cross the vast different distances to get where they need to be. All right, that's the end of that topic.
That was a good Jad.
Um,
That was a good Jad of him, Rod.
It was sort of like Jad and Robert mixed. Like it was just
Robert's
talks like this.
Robert talks like this. Yeah, I see what.
Okay, anyway, Quinn, my topic today, let's just fucking get this done. Episode 100, what a banger. Fucking
Worst episode of all time.
149. That's what it's going to be. That I'm saying it right now. 149 is going to be the big one.
Oh god, now we got to remember that.
I'll remember it.
That-
It's
you
one
said
less
that-
than 150.
That's true.
It's pretty easy, dude. Okay, Quinn, my topic. As you know, recently bought a VR headset.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good one. It's just one of those ones with like magnifying glasses in it that you put your phone into, and then you can turn your phone into a VR headset. And you know all of this as you've experienced it.
Yes.
I'm wondering, what kind of shit would... So like, VR is only going to get better.
Yes.
Video games and forms of entertainment in all forms are just going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
What would you want to see out of like the future of gaming, like, and especially in the fields of like VR and also things that like just have not been done yet in gaming?
Right.
So like, I mean, I'm not talking about like military style games because like that's sort of just been done to death. Like any version of that is just going to be a more realistic and or more, involved version of that game.
Exactly.
There's not going to be huge advances in that unless we have huge advances in actual military.
Do you know what I think will start to be a thing at some point is like interactive movies where you can play a game as
Right.
well as watch a movie.
It's sort of both.
Because-
it's sort
because
of
they'll
like they're
be
just
like-
going to merge the function. Like,
Because games have become more like movies.
I wonder
every year.
I wonder if you'll have like this sort of thing where like how nowadays they'll sell Blu-ray and DVD together in one set.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they'll have like a Blu-ray and a like game disc together in one set, and you put both of them in to your console or whatever, or like you upload both of them to your computer, and then you play the game, and it intersperses the actual movie into the game.
Yeah.
So, and then you can like pause it and come back, and like the movies would have to be, by necessity, I think that they would have to be like 5 or 6 hour long movies.
Oh yeah.
But if you spaced it out over the course of an entire video game,
But think about how much more fun watching Lord of the Rings would be if you had a VR game that you could play along with it.
yeah,
And like just like you don't have to do that. You could just watch the regular movie.
right.
Like you have
Yeah,
that
you have the
choice.
choice, yeah.
So that's what I kind of want to see is like interactive movies. because
See,
like
I could-
so many video games have just become like movies now.
I could see that, and like I could see that, like definitely, movies are like sort of a ripe ground for that. They've always been, right. Like
Yeah.
they've always made video games with movies and tried to
Yeah.
like capture the experience, but it's hard because like you're not in the thing. Like it's you're one position removed.
It's funny because they've got movies based on video games, which are for the most part pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then they've got video games that are based on movies, which for the most part are pretty bad. The only one that I can think of is X-Men Origins Wolverine, because that game was tight.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
And it was M-rated, which was how Logan was meant to
The
be.
Earthworm Jim game was better than the Earthworm Jim comic, but the guy who created Earthworm Jim turns out to be like a douchebag. So
So good.
yeah, he's a
Good that the game is
sexist
better.
douchebag, yeah.
Better, yeah.
But
What else from
anything else?
VR would you like?
Like I gotta say it, like, and I know I say this all the time, but like sex has to be like one of the next big frontiers, right? Like
Must be, yeah.
porn video games have to be like somewhere near the future, because like they've been trying it for a long ass time. Like nobody has ever, like, I think the closest I've ever seen come to it is God of War, to be honest, because like there's like some titties in that game.
There's also a cheat in Grand Theft Auto Vice City where you actually hump. And like you
What?
see the guy like doing it, but
Is
it's
he
like
under a blanket?
no.
What?
No, actually no, I've never seen the uncensored version, but it like shows full penis, vagina,
Really?
boobs. Yeah, like it's like a hard thing to get to because you have to like do a bunch of button mashing, and I've never actually done it, but yeah, there's like that cheat.
So
and
then
the God
there's-
of War one is a cheat.
Right.
It's a cheat code that you put in so you can do like this mini sex game where you press
Oh, it's not even a
buttons.
cheat code. It's just like a secret little like.
Oh yeah, it's like a little doorway
little level.
And it's funny, I like found it because I was looking up how to beat the level, and then I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. And you just like you just jiggle the joystick back and forth like it's a clit, which is pretty badass.
And you like press X and like press Y.
yeah,
And she's like,
that's so funny. Oh my god! But like you have to think that like that's sort of next.
And, like, a lot of people
how
thought-
would you like? Oh, I've actually seen, like, we've seen this. Like people have actually showed us this because we've talked about this before. But like porn VR video games, where
Yeah.
like this dude has invented this machine that you like fuck, or like you put it over your dick or
Oh,
something,
yeah.
and it like translates into the actual like game
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I think there was a Kickstarter for that. It like cost like $500 to get in on the ground
Yeah,
level.
it's so brutal. Like,
and then you got it.
honestly, like it looks so fucking like rudimentary. It looks like a caveman jerk off device. Like
Yeah.
it's just like on a piston. It's just like, oh Jesus Christ.
It's like when they get those fuck machines, when you see like those fuck machines in
Yes,
porn
in
videos,
porn,
and you're
yeah.
like, oh my god, it's like a drill. It's just like
Like there's some that look better than others. Like those rocking chairs where it's like on like a gear mechanism and it just comes up. Like that's genius.
Or
Like,
the bike.
That's so low tech.
the bike is in several things, like the with the bicycle where like it goes through the seat. That's in
Right.
both Burn After Reading, and it's in It's Always Sunny. in
No, Burn After
Philadelphia.
Reading is the rocking one.
Oh, it's the rocking chair.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, but the bike with the dildos is in fucking
Always
South,
Sunny.
South Park with that, like, there's like this 0G like gyroscopic like travel system invented by Mr. Garrity, but you have to jerk off two controllers, deep throat one and take one up your ass like the whole time. And it's like you have like one in each hand and then they discover that like you don't actually have to do that. Like Garrison just like put that in as like a feature that he liked. He's like, well, you could do it a different way, but this is just the best way of doing it.
So funny.
And it's like, but like it's before, like not before like thousands of people have already bought these things and they're all doing this. Like they're all just like riding these giant like dildos and like they don't have to. It's very
That's
funny.
So funny. Such a great show.
Yeah.
That classic South Park humor.
Oh man, so good. Like it's sometimes it's just like totally random like that, and it's the best when it is. Although the seasons have all been like themed lately, like they like pick one and they like keep going with it the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not as random as it used to be.
Random.
Random Ramblings with Rob. Go check it out.
That's another podcast you should check out.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think of what else VR would be in.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
know.
it's just like sex and video
I think
games.
adventure games will become something pretty extraordinary. Like,
Oh,
can you
yeah.
imagine like VR Skyrim or something? Like,
I want to get a VR Uncharted, because Uncharted is like one of my favorite game series, because
Right.
you feel like you're fucking Indiana Jones, or you feel like you're
yeah,
one of those like action stars, and it's very much like Indiana Jones the game.
yeah. And I
And
think
it's
like
awesome.
those kinds of games are going to end up being more popular than military games, and I think military games are going to be like pretty heavily condoned by, or like not condoned, the opposite of condemned by like vets.
Oh yeah,
Like,
because
I
they're
think
gonna
they're
be
gonna be
like,
like,
that's
this
gonna give
is
you
fucked up. Like,
PTSD.
well, I think they're just gonna say like, this is fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be like sort of glamorizing
The
this.
horror.
Although
horror.
like the thing is, like, people already are playing like the most brutal war games like ever. So who knows?
You know what will be crazy good is like horror movies, horror like
I will
games.
never pursue that.
I will. See, I will. There's a new Until Dawn, which is a great horror game I played, but there's a new one and it's VR, and like
Man,
I want to fucking try it so bad.
Imagine this, if you will. You've got a game where you have to listen with headphones because it's got surround thing, so like it makes it easier to play the game, okay? And it's VR and it's 360 VR, and you use a joystick to navigate through the game and like a few buttons or whatever. But there's moments where it just in one side of your ear, it just goes, Quinn, and you turn and there's just like this horrifying face, just like
Yeah.
literally right beside your ear, because you turn and you see it and it's like right there. Like, are you ready for that shit?
I'm very ready for that.
You're gonna shit your pants, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit my pants, but it's gonna be like, oh my god, they made a good Actually, there's an episode of Black Mirror about VR. Like this guy volunteers to be in like a VR demo,
Okay.
and he ends up being put in like a horror house, and it's just fucking horrifying.
Whorehouse. I'm into that.
A horror.
I want a whorehouse VR. But like the problem with like porn VR, and I'm circling back to this, is just like, how do you translate it to your dick? Like,
Yeah.
you have to have like it has got to go into your brain in order to do that shit. Like,
Yeah,
and we're
that's
just
true.
not there yet. Until we get to a VR suit that like can like jerk you off. Anyway, that's the end of that topic.
Ready Player One
Sorry,
style.
sorry, we promised you stuff and there wasn't any.
There wasn't a lot of stuff in this
149. Mark my words. It's like what we did with episode 50, where it ended up being like episode 61, I think.
episode. Yeah, we didn't do anything.
62.
Did we do anything special?
It was
We
the
ate
clip show
bugs?
extravaganza.
No. Oh, okay.
But we should eat some more bugs at some point. But anyway,
We're just lazy.
yep. Thank you to Christogram for the use of our theme music.
Christogram.
Thank you, Quinn. You can buy Redbubble merch. We've got new stuff coming, and it's very exciting. And I'm going to announce it right now because I might as well. Actually, this is the big announcement for episode 100 that is not really big, but Dave Franco's Dream Boys is coming.
Dave Franco's Dream Boys are coming.
They are coming.
They are both coming
Yes.
in their pants.
That merch is coming. I've seen the drafts, and they are
They are
to die for.
Spits, yeah.
And
they
they're
are.
not even done. There's
They're
gonna be
zesty supreme.
oh, there's gonna be so much zest on it. So you're gonna be able to buy Dave Franco's Dream Boys merch on our Redbubble store. The link is in the description. You can get some stuff now. But yes, that's coming. Look out for that just in time for Christmas.
And you can become a patron.
Like
Just
Lucy.
Potter, that was very nauseating.
Okay, I'm sorry, Professor Snape. Shoot those fucking nuts.
Straight down your 234 throats, gullets, whatever it is. Like when I see boobies, it's like my dick is like, huh?